Good morning, this is Pixie doing another video. Bit of a wet one out there today. So if you're hearing a wiper, that's what's going on. So I took my weight before I went to bed. I did drink a lot of water. I drank some water when I went down to my parents. And I think that was just what my body wanted, so I drank some water for a bit and then that was it. And I weighed in myself at night. And I weighed close to 17 stone. I thought, whoa, they've gone up. So I moved the scales around, still said I was about 17 stone. So I thought maybe something's on the scales or it's just not flat enough or whatever. And I woke up this morning and I weighed myself and I'm actually below 16.5 stone. And let's see, it's quite a bit of a leap. But these things are not so accurate, and there's other issues. Maybe I went to the toilet, I can't remember it. Which doesn't fully make any sense. I did have I did come out and I had a bath, a cold bath. So body would have generated more heat, and maybe it sort of started to dehydrate itself and lose some of that weight. I don't know. But I think I'm on the right track. I think Cole Robson's on the right track. He mentioned about having a meal a little bit earlier in the day, probably before midday, and that seems to help support the OMAD and weight loss. And there's a few different states you feel. I've mentioned before, you get this burning state. It feels like you've got a bit of acid. You know, sometimes people say, "Oh, that's acid." You get that burning sensation. It probably is a combination of your stomach getting active and your body burning fats, but nobody understands what that sensation is. It's not like otherwise when you get sort of acid, you might start burping, you might have other things going on. There's usually telltale signs, so that could be that acid sensation. It kind of may be not too far off heartburn. That tends to be acidic type of sensation. But that burning sensation somewhere in your stomach, around your muscles, yeah, not too far off your muscles, around your fats, definitely I feel it's a fat burning process. And it feels sort of warmer and feel different. The stomach sort of is checking in and saying, look, will we be getting food sometime? And your mind says, well, no. You just basically say, you kind of communicate it in your head to your stomach that you're not going to be eating for an hour. And there's other sort of factors as well. Like I just went shopping somewhere to get some food, so basically I'm not going to eat. But then I've been smelling the cooked bread and the cookies and other things in there, and the realisation is that I'm connected to them. They're touching me. You know, I'm absorbing them. I'm breathing them in. So I mean, for somebody who works in, say, a bakery. I mean, I did work for a bakery in the past. If they're around food for 12 hours, it's quite hard to maintain not just discipline, but actually the fast. Their brain might be triggering to have some insulin because they're breathing it in and they're thinking about it. They might become adapted to it, so they don't get so affected by it. But if you're touching food as well, you've got dough and stuff and you're touching it with your bare hands, you're smelling the food, so the type of environment you're working can have a big impact. The same as if people that upper work type of work might have an impact, as if they're doing sort of night shifts and other things like that. They have sort of strange eating patterns because it's not really suited to their biorhythms. And then it takes me on to the other bit as well. When you eat, you're eating as you get up towards midday. If you kind of do this 11 o'clock to sort of 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you sort of picking up anywhere sort of around there is sort of when you expect your energy levels to be sort of peaking. And it's like basically it's like a solar fast. You're trying to use the energy of the sun and where your body naturally picks up. And there's other things I haven't really considered before about is lunar fasts, like the cycles of the moon, and if you're a woman and you have, you would probably going to have your own menstrual cycles as well, but they should sort of correlate to the moon cycles at some level. And there might be a good time to say dry fast, and there's a bad time, So whether fasting when you're on a period is a good thing or not, I don't know. Or water fasting or dry fasting, what works better? Because your body's flushing itself out anyway, so it's going for a bit of a sort of detox, and it's preparing for its next cycle. So I guess water fasting would be a bad option for that. And I don't know, dry fasting, your body will still complete what it needs to do. It's just you may have an impact of bleeding less and stuff like that, and bloating as well. So there could be times where there's inflammation in your body. It's times where a dry fast, if you just bloated up from your monthly cycle, well then maybe that's when you want to dry fast, and then kind of like later on introduce more fluids. There might be a time you change from different diet patterns as well. As I'm not a woman, I can't really give too much advice. I'm just kind of aware that's a factor. And so, yeah, solar fast, but then there's also men have got their cycles as well. I wouldn't say that we don't have anything to do with the moon. So it's definitely for men there might be more inflammation at certain times. Because maybe there could be more stress in the body at certain times of the month. So there's a lot of these circadian rhythms, and it's also the astrological rhythms as well. So it's kind of where the astrology meets biology. So I have to look at it. So you should be peaking energy-wise closer to your actual star sign. Should be. That's when your cycle's kind of complete or whatever your body's doing. There's also stuff I've got on a book about some astrological stuff around health, and because we spend 9 months in the womb, not 12, we don't fully develop, so we've kind of got deficiencies that we have to maintain. And also people's appearances, etc., their behaviour and their personality has traits relating to star signs. So there's maybe areas that are weak that you can work on, so you can sort of fill the gaps in. You don't have to say, right, I'm typically this star sign, so I've got to behave this particular way, but you might have to train anything else into that mix. Anyway, this is Pigsy sign off. I do probably look a little bit thinner in the face, actually, just looking at my picture there. I see a woman, actually, one of my clients, and I usually shut my eyes off as well. I go, she says, you're a handsome devil or something. But she sees weight loss, so she's always saying, yeah, I'm honest. She gives me honest feedback. She said, if it looked detrimental, then I would tell you. If you looked like you're not well or something, but you look good, skin's good, your eyes are bright. I look tired a little bit. It's just long hours. So yeah, anyways, big sign off, and speak to you again soon.